Welcome to Brickbender Underworld and Lunchtime Lego. Today we're going to talk about some different things. And let's start with this monstrosity right here. All right. So this is a project I'm working on. It is a modular building right there. As you can see, it's 2 stories. The way I have designed it, these are some parts that I'm looking at putting in it. So if you'll excuse me there. The way I've designed it is that the inside pops out or will pop out the floor, but the walls will stay where they're at. And another way I can show it off is going to be to pop off this back wall like such. You'll be able to see inside. So I have collected quite a few bricks over the last year. And I really wanted to build a building that was done with the bricks. So we've got green bricks over there, or masonry blocks. The white for the second level, the white and gray for the one side, and then we've got tan bricks or light sand. I'm not sure exactly what they're called for the other side. Basically, what I'll have is 2 storefronts. One here and one here. And of the 2 storefronts, they'll be separated. And the next level will be somebody's living space. So I have some arcade games that I built that will probably be part of one of these. So I'm thinking of an arcade and a bookstore, or a bookstore, and I thought about a movie shop. I'm not sure exactly what the 2 stores are going to be here, and that's kind of the one thing that's been holding me back there as to what I need to where I'm going with this to finishing this building. So here we've got a 2nd level balcony that I'm working on, and some columns there. I really wanted to put these windows in here, the clear windows, so that way we could put somebody out on the balcony and we could see inside. There's lots of windows there to see inside. As you can see, I have my movie posters here. I've got Ant-Man, I've got Star Wars, and I got the new Spider-Man. So those are some things that I was looking to do. All right, that's going to be enough for this one. Put all this back inside, and I'm hoping to get back to work on it in the next couple days. Another project I'm working on is a Spider-Man mech. These are going to be the feet, unless I find a different way to make the feet out of here, and then I'll probably revamp that. Here we got the chest piece for the mech, and I was looking at building arms out here and here. But you can set somebody inside of there, and they will be in there. And this is kind of the back of it. I was looking at how I could use these and make something pretty different on a mech using the spider feet parts. So that's where I'm at on this project. And now we're going to do some building. I can build this set right here. Set number 76111. And we'll talk about this set. I was happy because when I went to the local store here, it was on sale, so I had to pick it up. I mainly wanted it for the Batgirl. And some of these cool parts like this. These are nice detail pieces to use in mocks and so forth. And it also had a light brick. So that's pretty cool. Oh look, we got silver ones. Let's see. Looks like the first minifig we are going to build is Batman. Maybe. That's his face. I do not see his legs, but we'll find those in a minute. So you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, it looks like the first thing we're going to build is Brother Eye. So this Batman has his belt printed on. And I will find his eye in a minute, or his legs in a minute when I run across him. So if you're watching out there, please feel free to comment. I always love talking to my audience. There's his legs. If you can't because you're working, I totally understand. But we are going to go ahead and see what we can build here. That's a nicely printed piece, the eye piece for Brother Eye. A lot of great parts. Some good mech building parts I see in here. Antennae. Of course, your batarangs. And we'll go from there. I'm thinking I need to talk to Kevin and see who he uses for music again, and maybe put that in there while I am building and streaming, so that you guys have something to listen to other than the sound of my voice. This is the sound of my voice. If you are hearing this, you are watching me build. Maybe you got your eyes closed and you're listening to Lunchtime Lego. And so they're gonna use the antenna on this to as, I don't know what you want to call them, but yes, so that's going to go there. It's going to go there. Go there. That's going to go there. I will tell you, Lunchtime Lego is better than work. Unless what you do for work is build Lego. Oh, I just saw something interesting. So what they do is they have you thread this through here. It's an interesting technique I haven't seen before. Into there like that. And then put it on there. And so it actually makes a nice tight fit there between here and here. And then we're going there. And we're going there. And there should be one more somewhere right in here. There it is. I'm watching this and on my screen this looks like a bag of leaves. So on your screen, if you're wondering if that's a bag of leaves, it is not. Why would you have a bag of leaves? Leave it where it is. All right. Look at something. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was wondering why something didn't look right, and really it was because it just was misplaced. All right. Doing that. And it looks like we're going to put this piece on this side. And this light brick is going to go like this. I guess so you can hit it from that side. And then these go on here. All right. In case you're wondering where I got the shirt, this is a Lego shirt designed by Mr. Kevin A. Hinkle, and it is put out by bricksonthedollar.com. Definitely high quality shirt. I like the new material. It's great. Got two people watching. But this is part of their subscription service. If you don't want to buy into their subscription service, though, you can choose to wait a little bit longer and purchase only the shirts you want, and you have a choice of color otherwise. To put the print on a different color. Me, I actually enjoy this the way it is. I don't have much purple, so this gives me a purple shirt. And though it wouldn't have been something I would have chosen initially on my own, I dig it. All right, and these wedge pieces are going to go in here. You are listening to Lunchtime Lego with Brickbender Underworld. And so then we're going to put this ring on. We're getting close to having an eyeball here, folks. Getting close. Again, this is a printed piece, and that's nice because it's not a stickered piece. I'm not always a big fan of stickers. So it's watching you. Back in the chat there. All right, and we're gonna make, it looks like 2 of our arms or legs, or not quite sure what they are going to be, but appendages of some sort. Mm-hmm. And not a whole lot of brand new pieces in this set, but there are some good pieces in here. So these are going to kind of be hooks, is what it looks like. Because we're going to use these. Like such. And they're going to go up here. Maybe they're antenna. Is anybody out there? Is anybody listening? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Da, 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 da. A little bit of Pink Floyd there. Mm-hmm. Hello, hello, hello. Mm-hmm. All right. And so we've got one little appendage there. Ah, these are his legs. That's what's going on there. Okay. And so it looks like we're going to do that 3 times. So we're going to make this 3 times, and that's going to be the end of bag 1. So 1, 2. I'll go ahead and speed up this process a little bit. So I'm not sure where those red parts are going because there's not a shooter or anything. Oh, I take that back. There is a shooter. I forgot. Here's the shooter, and what they do is they put it like that, and are there two shooters? Let's see. No, just one. I guess it allows you to put it on either side. And clearly you should pay attention to which way these things go in, because I clearly have this one backwards. And this one backwards. All right. So there is Brother Eye. All right, next, bag number 2. Hey, Galligade. I am building this right here, Batman Brother Eye Takedown. And this is really neat hairpiece. I like that they've taken the Batman cowl and put hair on it and melded that together. She does have 2 faces, and she's got goggles on, like eye shield type goggles on both of them. And then she has the printed on belt that is red. It goes all the way around, back side there. And we'll put on, there she is. Put her right there. All right. I bet her cape is in here. So yeah, the red and black capes are both in there. We'll put them on in a little bit. And so we're going to build her cockpit to her ship. I think we're going to build the whole thing in this bag. Or maybe half of it, the other half in the last bag. Yeah, probably. That sounds about right. So this is an interesting, different cockpit piece here. I haven't come across it yet, but I don't build a whole lot of boats and ships. But I do like the way that it is coming together. Doc Samson, Omok. Yes, he is in that. He's in bag number 3. You can see his legs and his head. So the answer to that question is yes, he is included. Glad you guys could join me for lunch. All right. Use some clear 1x2s on the bottom. Then they cover them like that. And we have one more that goes here, and one of these reverse plates goes on the other side. Cooking dinner. All right. Well, dinner time with Galligate. I never understood this. Okay, so they give you this 1x2 pin or 1x3 pin, and they want you to put it in here like that. However, if you forget and you go to take apart the set, you can break the pin. And it's breakfast time with Doc Samson. Yes, the gray outfit Batman is nice. But why wouldn't you do that so you could pull out that pin if you needed to? We'll build it like they suggest and put it in like that. That's the character I wanted out of this set. And I think this is the only set she's in. So kind of watching on my iPad here. Time zone by food. Yeah, there you go. So I can see what you guys are seeing. That way, I've got the chat up on one computer and then on the other I'm watching, like I said, watching what's going on. All right. And stud shooters. I am not always a fan of stud shooters. These are okay though. I like the ones that actually mount versus the ones they hold. The ones they hold aren't as exciting to me. All right. I'll put 2 of these pieces on there. So I'm not sure what that clear piece was for, why they chose to put clear in there. But that is what they did. All right. It is a bat plane, but this is like her version of the bat plane. Like I said, I do like these little parts. They add some nice detail to it. I can see using those elsewhere as well. And then you got the the 3-2 jumper or 4-2 jumper plate. So in here as well. These are nice pieces. And the way they use that is I'm not sure because I jumped ahead. But you do have 2 printed console pieces. That is not a console piece. There it is. And though they're printed the same, I think they add a little more detail without adding stickers. So they're there. Yes, the instructions put her in the seat. And Batman's flying around. Just in case you're wondering, I'm looking for where they put her in the seat. Let's see. Okay, then I'm all in. It's cool now. Good. I'm glad to be able to bring you on board there. All right, so we got this. So, Doc, what was for breakfast? And Galligade, what was for dinner? Or what's for dinner? Because inquiring minds want to know. And these are, I guess, our engine intakes or lights. I'm not sure which, but I do like the build for them. You got to block one of these L's here, the angle piece, and clear brick. Chicken Kiev. Batman's got 20 planes already. Fried potatoes and scrambled eggs. Awesome. Sounds delicious. All done, just waiting for the chicken cook. Yeah, you want to cook that chicken thoroughly. I'll eat my steak medium rare or rare, but I want my chicken fully cooked. All right. So there's where we're at here. All right, what is not correct? What's correct? Let's see what I did. Brick pasta? How are you doing, Brick pasta? Yes, Batman. This morning is Batman. Except I just realized that I did one step wrong and had to go back and fix it. All right. Or Batwoman, actually. What makes chicken all Russian and Kiev garlic? Just garlic. All right. So here we are with Batman and Batgirl going off and trying to save the world. All right. Looks like we're going to do this twice, so I'll go ahead and start it. Garlic. Hey, it is Brick Pasta. Talking about pasta. And he shows up. It's amazing how that works. One came back. Alrighty. And here's where we're at. Your ears were tingling. Somebody said pasta. All right, so it looks like somewhere here I have failed to put these pieces in, and I'm not sure where that is. So, it was on the last step. Just missed it. And we're back on track. All right, now for bag number 3. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner already covered. Yep. The bat tail wings. Here is Omak. I think that's how it's pronounced, Omak. There. With his blue mohawk. Omak with the mohawk. Say that 3 times fast. I'm not going to get anybody with those pointy things. And Omak has fire that he shoots. Jigglypuff in the chat. Hey, Jigglypuff. How are you? We are here having lunch with Lego. Or Lego with lunch. I'm not sure. However you want to put it. And we are back to building. Now we got the bags open. And these are going to be for the cockpit. Here's the window for our cockpit. And 1, 2. The engine blower pieces. These guys. Yeah, I see them using them a lot here lately. They used them in the Spider-Man mech. And they've used them here. I think they add a little bit to that a little bit to the build. So there it is. When you're looking for that one piece, man, one piece. All right. And so these are going to go across the back. Have a good one, Jigglypuff. Yes, yes. Very true. There's not a whole lot you have to do after you add those pieces in. All right. Going like that. And we're going to add 2 more here and here. Let me go 1, 2 cheese wedges. I swear I think they see how many cheese wedges they could put in every single mock. Now, and I mean, I guess that's a good thing because it's better than everything being all blocky, right? All right, and then we're going to use these again on the front side. And we're going to put some lights on. And then and the funny thing, and I know they do this with every single one, but it's already starting to take the bat shape. And we haven't even added these yet. And now it's really looking like the bat vehicle, a bat vehicle. Mia's Treehouse is on sale. I picked it up. I picked up a good. That's good. So, all right, Alligator. That's fine. You can listen. I mean, I'm still just building away. Enjoy your chicken Kiev. And so, I'm gonna put these clipped pieces on. And that part. All right. Then the next step, put 4 silver studs. All right, now I got a question for you guys. Do you have to line up the little words Lego? Are you that OCD that you have to line up those words on your builds to the best of your ability? I think I tried to do it once. I decided that was nuts, but I'm not going to try that again. So I'm the only one who's tried it. Yeah, that's not something I would suggest. I think I was sitting down looking at a build and I was like, oh, I can do this and I can do this. And then I was like, no, forget about it. All right. So we got our bet signals because, you can't go anywhere without telling everybody that you're Batman. Who are you? I'm Batman. I'm like, yeah, I do try to build most of them. I have bought some of the sets for parts and said, forget it. It's not getting built. I'm just taking the parts out of it and parted it out. I did that with the Aquaman sets from the Aquaman sets from the Justice League sets, or the Justice League series. I basically broke down those sets just to get the parts out of them. Hey, Dark Knight Teenager, how are you? Brick pasta. Build it once. Yeah, for the most part. Like I said, there are times that I don't feel like I want to. So and now I'm gonna do the greebling for the cannons. Goes there. Dark Knight teenager with Spider-Man as his icon. I would have thought it was Batman. Maybe that's a little too cliche. But I do like me some Spider-Man. All right. Next, it looks like we're doing the wings and nose. All right. It's one of those pictures where it doesn't quite make sense how this is supposed to look, but I think I got it figured out. And then I'm guessing these go on the inside. I see what they did. Okay. So in order to make the engines look like they're more than just flat back there, when this goes on, looks like it's coming out of the engine area. Just like that. Then we put the cockpit on. Shooters, the silver studs are for shooters. And then, like I said, I think it's interesting that they give you all of these other pieces. So none of these other pieces are really used on this build right here. None of these. I'm going to put her in the cockpit like that. Not counting these. And the stud shooter clips, I really haven't, I didn't put any of them in. There are 3 stud shooters and there are 3 clips. It's kind of interesting because usually there's always extra clips, but for whatever reason this one didn't have them. It does have these red fire pieces. These, yeah, it's curved up just enough. So I'll try and bring this in a little bit clear. That, you know, her head has some clearance and it's not rubbing up against the top of her head. So I do like that fact. I think she could sit up a little bit more. Can she sit almost all the way up? Not quite all the way up. All right. So that's as far up as I can make her sit, which to me is a little bit better. Probably. I think they are, because that's a F4 Wildcat that it's based off of. But yeah, I like it. I like this build. It looks very Batman-like. This is interesting, and though I really cannot see this one staying together, there are definitely some parts that are getting stolen off of this. And Yeah, it's got light brick in it, so that was nice. For 20 something dollars, 20. Oh, I take that back. There was one stud shooter clip extra. And then the capes are in here. I did not take them out. I will though. Standard black and standard red Batman capes. So that was this set. For those of you who just got on, at the beginning of the video, I did talk about some builds that I was doing. If you'd like to see them, I will be more than happy to go back to them. But yeah, before I started actually building a set, I was showing off the cockpit for my Spider-Man mech mock that I was building. There's not quite enough pieces in the spider to build it out all the way, or I couldn't figure out how to build it all the way I wanted it, so, and be happy with it. And then here are the leg parts that I was playing with last night, and I think I'm going to redo some of this. There's your foot. Speaking of those engine intake greeveling pieces, I used one as kind of like the front of the foot, and then this is almost like a Gundam wing type back part of a foot, as you can see there. And so I want to do something different down here with this part of the torso. So I got an idea what I need to do. It's just a matter of getting it done. And then I'm going to clear off some space. Put that right in the box. Hey, Bricksoniac. Yeah, I kind of enjoy building them. They don't take up a whole lot of space, so it's something that I have enjoyed building here lately. But here's a modular building that I'm in the process of doing. As you can see, still in the process of doing. We'll take out the back wall. So this is the back wall on the inside. And we'll take off the top. So what you got is two separate shops here. And I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking I want this side to be a either the arcade or it's going to be a shop, movie store, because there's the movie posters out there. So kind of like the a Blockbuster or something of that nature. And then this side is going to be an actual bookstore. As you can see, I got the coffee. You can't see there, but I got a coffee pot in there, a coffee station right here, and then your little toy section right here. Blockbuster, yeah, exactly. And then the second level is going to be these are the stairs to the second level. to a like a penthouse suite type deal. So you'll come up the stairs, and then this will all be. Let me flip it around. You'd come up these stairs, and then this would all be covered. So it's it'd be the living quarters, so to speak. 5 stud rentals. Yeah. Yes, there's a lot of bricks in here, masonry bricks. That was kind of the point. I really wanted to make something with the masonry bricks. And so that goes on like that. And yes, it is deliberately patterned. Obviously, I ran out of dark gray, so I went to the light gray there. But tried to pattern it out so it didn't look so random. You have to post box here. And then up here, I'm not sure whether I want to leave it as a balcony or take the balcony part off, this part off, and put a window in here and just leave this as a window area. Because if I put this in as a balcony, the steps come here, and I need to cover this right here. That's going to be his computer workstation. So, thank you, Brick Pasta. It's still a work in progress, but I've made some progress with it. I want to try and get it wrapped up over the next couple days. Then I need to get back to working on the park. I've really kind of run into a brick wall on working on the park. So thank you, Galligade. I got the one section done and haven't really been in the mood to work on it. They are not fully finished, but I mean, I was talking about totally ripping parts of it and getting it revamped for Philly. And to do that, it's going to take some time, and that is something that I have struggled to have the time to tear apart and the space to work to tear it apart a little bit at a time and rebuild it. So I guess over the next couple months, I'll get it figured out. And if I don't, then I'll find a way to tie it into what I already have built. Because I think I can. All right, guys. I am right about an hour into this. So I want to thank you for joining me, whether that was for your lunch, your breakfast, or your dinner. This has been Lunchtime Lego with Brickbender Underworld. Have a great day, guys.